With the approval of the Cabinet and with the support of this Honourable House, the Government of Belize will reacquire for the people of Belize the commercial port of Belize City.
The Port of Belize Limited has been in receivership since January 2012, when businessman Lucas Spat defaulted on his multi-million-dollar loans with the banks. The history of that company, however, has been long and interesting. During that time, we've covered everything from industrial action by frustrated waterfront workers to delays in loading and unloading container ships in the harbor.
We have seen the workers, especially the stevedores, calling, sometimes crying out for fairness. We have seen an employer who many times has not budged, and a government that was unable to do anything for merchants, for workers, for consumers, for exporters, because the port was not ours.
The Port of Belize Limited is being returned to the people of Belize after 12 years of being in the hands of a receiver. As part of a settlement agreement with the Ashcroft Group, the Briceño administration will pay a considerable sum for the acquisition of the facility, as well as 600 acres of adjoining land.
The sums of money owed to the same owners of this port due to previous court-issued awards are growing every day. The awards hang like swords under which we work. We make foreign payments with the risk that such payments or assets could be seized. We pay large sums of money, millions, that could be used in other ways to cover the fees of top-notch lawyers to ward off a sudden grab by the Ashcroft Consortium of assets and funds that we need.
To resolve these issues, the government of Belize will fork over $98.7 million in separate payments. The lion's share goes towards the purchase of the port, while a smaller portion, $15.3 million, covers the resolution of the awards. To hear the Prime Minister tell it, GOB is getting the best deal possible, notwithstanding the circumstances.
The acquisition and the discounted price are not accidental, not a roll of the dice that broke in Belize's favor. The acquisition and the discounted price are the products of the posture of a government that has resisted intimidation, that has refused to overpay, that has insisted that government for the people must secure value for money.
But the opposition is not impressed. In fact, during the House meeting on Thursday, Prime Minister John Briceño was criticized for the manner in which he convincingly spoke of the port buyback.
Honorable Prime Minister always comes into this House and makes these aspersions about who is rapping for their supper. Will you perform for your supper right now? A terrible performance, not Oscar worthy at all. I don't know to clap, to boo, or to walk out, but I had to stay and listen to the manure that you were spewing. Madam Speaker, this government is not settling this matter because they love the stevedores. I don't believe so. I was there 6 months ago when I brought questions to ministers, to that member from Toledo West, to plead with him to enforce the tribunal's decision, their labor constituted tribunal, to resolve the labor dispute with P.B.L.
Today, the Essential Services Arbitration Tribunal formally dismissed the application of the Christian Workers Union, the representative body for the stevedores. On behalf of the waterfront workers, the CWU was seeking clarification of the earlier award granted by the tribunal, as well as to make stronger language and directives, including setting timelines for compliance. But back to the takeover. Once nationalized, The Port of Belize Limited will come under new management, and its board of directors will include representatives from labor as well as the business community.
You have to listen to a very, very, very operative word or sentence that was used, which is the new management. Who are the new management? I support the acquisition. The opposition supports the acquisition. But we do not support any privatized management of the port. We will not go backwards. Our Belizean public officers are competent and qualified, and they can manage that port. This will not be another play, another pension plan for the boys, with your cronies in private enterprise taking it over.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.